Hi, and welcome back to synths. Now let's add all the synths, and I'm gonna show you how I wrote these parts and stuff like that. Now we have the chords. Let's just quickly listen to what we have so far. This is synth. Now I want to add one more synth, just like a melody kind of thing, to the first verse, and I'm doing it because if you listen to the songs that I use for inspiration, I want to just copy the way Sanrio Girl, a song by Jezebel Gabrugably, works. So they had like a that kind of thing, and I want to copy that. Now my chords are different, so I'm gonna make it fit my song. Now I'm sorry I can't play the song. You can go check it out. It's called Sanria Girl. It's by Jezebel Gabrugably. I'll put a text on the screen. Now as you said, our chords are A, C sharp, D, back to C sharp. I just want to make just an arpeggio kind of line thing. So let's drag our analog lab 4 here. Now we have our menu. I know the sound that I want. It's called I forgot. It's called 4-part split. And it's not oh, there we go. So the way that we're gonna do is, we know the let's just rename it. I don't know if you're seeing it because my camera is on the way, but I'm just gonna color it purple and rename it to synth line. I don't know. Now let's just color it MIDI as well. Now the way we're gonna do is, we know the notes of the chord, I am gonna assume, but let's say you don't, right? A very nice thing we can do in Ableton is, if you select this MIDI box thing and hit Control and select the other box, now we will see the notes of both the MIDI files actually. So we're not really seeing it because, let me change the color to maybe green. We're not really seeing it because we don't have anything, so let me just put an A note here, and if I hit here and click Control, hit here, now we're gonna see both the notes here. See, that's green. So you can't really be like, oh, I don't know the notes. We have the notes right here, right now, and we're lucky we're seeing them because, well, we just basically put the notes here. So now we can even we know all the notes. So I just want to make it go. What I do is I sing my lines, and you just need a bit of creativity. So it's supposed to go do 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 do, something like that. Or you could just arpeggiate, which means just play notes of a chord. So let's try it. Doesn't work, does it? And I'm just gonna. I want it to be a bit faster, so it sounds like a telephone. So, and I'm gonna hit select these, hit Control D to duplicate it. And one thing is, for example, we selected here. Once we hit Control D, it will duplicate the space included as well. Now, if you're not seeing this grid like this as well, set your fixed grid to 1.8 from here. Now I'm just gonna select it without the space. So see, that's good. Now we move the chord up, so I'm just gonna move this up here. What we have here, and let's hear it. And because it's panned to the right are the chords that we play on the synth, let's pan it a bit to the left and let's hear them together. Let's hear everything. That's good. You know what? I want to add another arpeggio because I don't know. I just feel like it. I'm the artist. I can do whatever I want, right? So to do that, let's copy our synth line like so. I'm just selecting this and hitting Control D. Let's name it synth line 2, and we can use, let's delete everything here so we can start from scratch. Now notice how it says loop here. If yours doesn't loop, you can just hit loop, and Let's use this belt to make it loop. Okay, now we've deleted what we have. So I know the the notes for A is A, C sharp, B, and I'm just gonna use them to make something that sounds cool. So do 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 do. Just sing the notes to yourself, okay? Do 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 do. Okay, do 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 do. Just gotta do 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 do. Now, so I think. So this is the first that we have. Now I'm gonna tell you what I'm thinking as I put these notes down, right? So I want to hit a high note, so it sounds cool with all the synths we have. So that sounds cool. That sounds cool. It sounds like Mario, right? So I want to keep that high note, and I'm thinking, okay, we kind of take the pattern. This first arpeggio we do, kind of just 2 notes we play. Okay, and that just sounds cool, so I'm like, okay, I'll do it like that. And now we move the chord up, so my brain thinks, okay, the obvious thing is to move this up. And then, now I'm not gonna move the C sharp up to, so it would fit this chord. So in this case, C sharp is A chord's third. And if I moved it up, it would be an F here. And let me do that actually. In the song I have the C sharp here, but let's play it with this. It just doesn't. It just sounds weird, right? Okay, maybe let's try C sharp. Now that sounds good, but I know that A is not in my chord. The notes of a C sharp is C, F, and a G sharp. So let's move the A's down so it fits our chord. Let's hear it. And let's just do the same thing with the D chord, just moving it up. Do 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 do. Now it's like dit-ditter, so it has a little bit of pause. Right, that's good. And then something like that. Now, let's say you can't find the notes. You're trying so hard. I don't know, right? One thing you can do is I have a phone app. It is called let me pull it up. It's called Vocal Pitch Monitor. Right? What it does is you can sing like and it will show you the notes on your phone. It is called Vocal Pitch Monitor. Like if you can't find a note, I just do that. Now there's a thing called rule of threes in songwriting, which means that once you repeat something 3 times, the 4th time, if you make it just a bit different, something else, it'll just be like threes, okay? You know, 4 repetitions cool, but you know, like chorus, you say something 3 times and then do something else for 1 bar, whatever. So I want to change the ending, so let's just do maybe that. So let's hear it with everything. Now it won't loop because I have not extended it, so let's extend it. Now I want to change the sound because we already have that sound, right? So why should we use it again? Now let's just listen to everything first with the guitars and the drums and whatever. Sounds cool, but I kind of want something plucky, right? So it's more high up. I want something that just bites a bit, right? So search presets. Maybe I search for pluck or a string. So I'll probably go to lead here because I want. Let's just go through sounds. Pluck. What's this? Elevate pluck. Let's see it. It's not what I want. This just sounds funny. Now this sounds good and all, but I think it is too distracting. It's just kind of, it's just you have to hear it, right? Even if I turn it down. It sounds like a cat or like an Animal Crossing thing. Now I say this is just like creative decisions that you have to make, and unfortunately I can't teach you this, but I can tell you about my taste. So I know the sound that I've used and I'm going to use. It's called analog synth, like a P, and it sounds like this. It's kind of bitey, and it will blend in. So if I play everything, and we can't even hear it. So I'm gonna have to turn this down. To do that, let's go to audio effects, and to do that, let's go to audio effects. There should be an audio effect called overdrive. So I'm gonna put this on. Now I don't know where to pan it, because let's just pan it to the left. And our guitar, now we have the chords on the right and our guitar on the left and another synth line on the left. So I think to make it more balanced, I should pan it to the right. So let's listen to everything minus the vocals. Now let's get down to some synths for the chorus, and then after that let's do some drums.